Hello everyone, myself Navneet. Now I am going to experiment one of the student about the intro question and about the different parts of the speaking. In this way you can boost your score. Because today my video and the main focus of my video is about the mistakes which are always committed by the candidates. So that's why they lose their marks in spite of having a good command in speaking. So let's start, candidates. What's your full name?
My name is Jasprit Kaur.
Where are you from?
I belongs to Laramabad, which is a small town in district Bathinda.
Okay. What are you doing in these days? Are you student or do you have a job?
Well, senior secondary has been completed by me recently, and nowadays I am working on my communication skills.
Okay. Now I'm going to ask some question which is related to physical exercises. What kind of exercises do you like to do?
Numerous type of activities are done by me, such as jogging, walking. Not only this, but also cycle riding is also done by me, which is considered as a great source of exercise.
Okay. ਜਿਵੇਂ ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ a lot of activities like numerous type of activities are done by me. Question was what kind of exercise do you do? ਲਾਈਕ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਸੀਗਾ ਵੀ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਐਕਟੀਵਿਟੀਜ਼ ਐਂਡ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਐਕਸਰਸਾਈਜ਼ਸ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ। ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਬੋਲਿਆ ਕਿ ਐਕਟੀਵਿਟੀਜ਼ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਲਾਸਟ ਵਾਲੇ ਪੋਰਸ਼ਨ ਸੀ ਦੈਟ ਵਾਸ ਰਾਈਟ ਬਟ ਸਟਾਰਟਿੰਗ ਵਾਸ ਰੋਂਗ। ਹਾਊ ਲਾਈਕ ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਆਨਸਰਸ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਆਨਸਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਸੀ ਅ ਲੋਟ ਨਿਊਮਰਸ ਟਾਈਪ ਆਫ ਐਕਟੀਵਿਟੀਜ਼ ਆਰ ਡਨ ਬਾਈ ਮੀ ਇਨ ਆਰਡਰ ਟੂ ਸਟੇ ਫਿਟ ਫਿਜ਼ੀਕਲੀ ਲਾਈਕ ਦਿਸ these are the main part of my life. So ਇਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ some of the mistakes also can be counted by the examiner when you give the speaking to the examiner. Okay, do you think children should play the sports regularly?
Definitely, sports had better be played by the children, because in this way they can stay fit as a fiddle. Not only this, but also they in the present scenario they have a hectic schedule and they have to do a lot. They have to give a long hour sitting towards their studies. In this way they can with the help of sports they can rejuvenate their tired mind from the monotonous of daily routine.
What was the favorite sport when you were young?
Well, when I was young, at that time I used to play cricket, because this was my favorite sports.
Okay, do you like extreme sports which are dangerous, which are adventurous, where there is a great risk for the life of the person?
Well, extreme sports are not liked by me, because I do not want to indulge in this.
What kind of exercises are popular in your country?
Numerous type of exercises are popular in my country, such as walking, jogging. Some of the asanas are also performed by the juveniles as well as adults.
Okay. Now I am going to ask some question which is related to plants. Do you like plants?
Yes, plants are liked by me, because with the help of plants we can make environment healthy.
Okay. In the present scenario, deforestation can be seen. What is the reason behind it?
Deforestation is performed by the dwellers because in the present scenario, due to the overpopulation, there is a great need of residential area. In order to complete the demand of people, forests are cut by the authorities.
Okay. Have you ever planted any kind of plant?
Yes, plant has been planted by me in my house, that is known as neem.
Do Indian people give the plants as a gift with each other?
Yes, some people give plants as a gift, because they think that if they give a plant to them, they can show their towards show their love towards the other. Not only this, but is in this way they can indulge others in order to save the environment.
So it was an intro part where my candidate gave some of the answer in very nice way, like by using the paraphrasing, because some of the candidates think that it is very convenient to tackle the questions which are always asked by the examiner in the in the part 1, that is known as the intro part. So a round ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ, it is very convenient to take the marks, so you should paraphrasing and you should convert the answer and you should use maximum synonyms. Like ਅਗਰ examiner ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਿਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ activities ਪੁੱਛਦਾ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ daily practices use ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ term ਦੇ ਮਤਲਬ same words ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ mold ਕਰਕੇ use ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ. And if the examiner asks you the questions in the active tense, then you should use passive, and some of the structures also can be used by you. Like should ਦੇ related ਅਗਰ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਦੇ related ਕੋਈ ਵੀ question, ਅਗਰ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ query examiner confirm ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਉਸ time ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ should ਨੂੰ repeat ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਬਜਾਏ ਤੁਸੀਂ structures use ਕਰੋ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, which I also have made and explained in my previous videos, which I also have uploaded, and you can see my videos in the description box, where you can get the lot of knowledge in order to boost your scores. So let's start and go with the cue card. क्यू कार्ड ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟਸ ਆ ਉਹ ਜਸਟ ਇੱਕ ਰਟੀਫਿਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ, ਇੱਕ क्यू कार्ड ਨੂੰ ਪਰਫਾਰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਐਜ਼ ਅ ਟੌਪਿਕ where they have some of the repetitions and some of the ratifications. They do not care about the cues which are always given by the examiner. ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਮਾਰਕਸ ਹੈ, ਲਾਈਕ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮੇਨ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਲਮੋਸਟ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਕੁਐਰੀਜ਼ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਕਿ ਮੈਮ ਇਟ ਇਜ਼ ਵੈਰੀ ਡਿਫਿਕਲਟ ਟੂ ਸਪੀਕ ਵੈਰੀ ਵੈਲ ਇਨ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਅਪ ਟੂ ਦ 2 ਮਿੰਟਸ, ਤਾਂ ਬੱਚੇ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕੁਐਰੀ ਹੈ, ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਮਤਲਬ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਡਾਊਟ ਹੈ, ਇਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਲੀਅਰ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ. ਯੂ ਸ਼ੁਡ ਯੂਜ਼ these type of cues, ठीक है. You should spend near about 30 seconds on each cues so that you can boost your scores. So ਇਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ explain ਕਰੋਗੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੱਲਣਾ ਕਿ ਕਦੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ 2 ਮਿੰਟਸ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉਹ ਪਿਕਅਪ ਹੋ ਗਏ, ਐਂਡ ਐਗਜ਼ਾਮੀਨਰ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਕਨਫਰਮ ਹੋ ਜਾਊਗਾ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪੋਰਸ਼ਨ ਸੁਣਾਇਆ ਹੈ ਕਿਊ ਕਾਰਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹ ਇੱਕ ਰਟੀਫਿਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਨਹੀਂ, ਇੱਕ ਰਿਲਾਇਬਲ ਪੋਰਸ਼ਨ ਸੀਗਾ. ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਪਤਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ in the speaking natural part is very very important. If you have a naturality in order to speak you can boost and you can get the carry the good band score in the speaking. But if you do not have a naturality towards your task, towards your part 2 of the speaking, that is known as a cue card, then you cannot get the good scores. So let's start. I will experiment one of my candidate, then after that I will explain some of the mistake if my candidate will commit. Otherwise you should go with the same as my candidate will speak about the cue card. So let's start. This is your cue card. Describe about a difficult decision that you once made. What the decision was, how long did it you make the decision, and explain why it was difficult for you. Start please.
Undeniably, decisions plays an indispensable role in everyone's life. Although numerous type of decisions have been made by me in my life, but here I would like to talk about one of the decision which was really difficult for me in order to make. It happened 2 years back when secondary had been completed by me. At that time my all relatives and parents pressurized me in order to select the science subjects. But I did not want to choose science subjects because it was not my cup of tea to deal with the science subjects. Not only this, but also I did not have any interest in order to continue my study in science. So at that time my parents told me that you should choose these subjects, but I did not agree with them. At that time, I tried to convince my parents in order to allow me to choose a arts subject, but my parents were not convinced by me. After that, I went to my teacher and told all the situation to her. Then she said me that I will try to convince your parents. After 2 days, my teacher met with my parents and tried to make understand them that you should allow your child in order to choose the subjects in which he or she in which she has interest. So after these conversation, my parents were convinced by me. This process take near about 3 days, in which I had to make a difficult decision. So finally, at that time, I made a difficult decision in order to choose the arts stream.
Okay, how it was difficult?
Because this was difficult because all my relatives and parents pressurized me in order to choose the science subject, but had to I had to do a lot of
My candidate explained very nicely about the cue card, but the mistake which was committed by her is that the last question was missing. It was how it was difficult a decision for me, because my all life depend on that. After completion of secondary, when we indulged in the senior secondary and we took the subjects, and then after that we go with it in our further studies, as we know that in the bachelor's as well as in master's. So that's why it was so difficult, because my all life depend on it. So it was one of the question which was missing, and which was missed by my candidate. So in this way, examiner always cut the marks of the candidate, and sometimes the candidate have illusions, have a confusion, in spite of having a good fluency, good grammatical skills, and good power and good command in the speaking. Why we lose our marks? So it is one of the mistake which usually candidate commit while speaking about the cue card. So everyone, you should focus regarding your cue card. Firstly, one of the main motive of the candidate should complete about the quiz which are always given by the examiner in the exams also. So let's go with the follow-ups. In the follow-ups, we should use some of the structures. In this way, we can make our questions very imperative, and we should use our different ideas, so that we can make our follow-up in the innovative and constructive way. So and in this way, we can boost our scores. So let's start with follow-ups. What decisions do people generally make in their daily life?
Different type of decisions are made by the dwellers in their daily life, such as what to wear, what to cook, what movie they watch, etc.
Okay, which is easier, making a decision by oneself or making a decision after discussion among the groups?
um, I think group discussion is better in order to take a good decision, because when we take advice from others, in this way we can collect different type of information about the decision. But after collecting all the views, we should make a decision by oneself.
Okay. Why are many young people unwilling to listen to their parents' advice?
Um, well, most of the youngsters deny uh, uh, to follow the advice which is given by their elders, because they think that their thinking is outdated, and they are and they think they are more intelligent in order to take a decision by themselves.
Why do middle-aged people tend to a second guess their decisions?
Second guess is given by the middle-aged people towards their decision, because sometimes they are not sure about their decision, and they do not want to take any risk in their upcoming days, related to their decision.
Okay. Now it was one of the speaking, you know that, and your face expression was also missing. So that's why I felt bored, and examiner also will feel bored while taking your speaking. You should use and you should add some of the face expression so that you can make your speaking more interesting. And one of the thing which was also missing is explanation and fluency. Some of the problems you have in the fluency, that always occurs when we do not practice. You should practice with the help of mirror practice, so that you can gain the more confidence and you can boost your score. Otherwise overall your speaking is best, but if you want to get the 7+8+ band score, you should work out on your fluency. And not only this, but also you should work out on your facial expressions. So it was one of the experiment in which I have explained about the mistake which are usually committed by the candidates. So now I want to recommend some of the recommendations. I want to give some of the tricks regarding the speaking. First of all, candidate, you must speak very well in English. If you want to improve your fluency power, you should go with the mirror practice. You should stand in front of the mirror. Then after that, you should repeat your cue cards, repeat your questions, and in this way, in the daily practice, you can improve your fluency. Then after that, you should improve your facial expression so that your speaking can make more interesting, and the examiner will take the more interest in this way, and you can boost your score. So the next trick regarding the cue card, you should use your cue card according to you should complete your cue card according to the cues which are always given by the examiner. Sometimes some of the student read only just for the definition, just the definition which the cue card we have, and they do not cure, and they do not care about the cues which are always given to us in the cue card, which are always given by the examiner, and which the examiner asks you about telling. So you should go with the cues so that you can complete your 2 minutes. Everyone tells to me that, ma'am, it's so challengeable to complete the 2 minutes. In this, if you use these tricks, you can complete very well about your 2 minutes, and the 2 minutes, and ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗਣਾ ਕਿ ਕਦੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ 2 minutes ਹੈ ਉਹ complete ਹੋ ਗਏ. So in this way you can make your cue card more imperative, and you can boost your score, because everyone know that cue card also conduct many band scores while you're speaking. And now intro questions, and we have a cross questions. You should use some of the paraphrasing, and you should use some of the structures regarding, like when we explain about the present tense, you should use the present passive, not only passive but also you should use the used to wali conditions, and some of the other condition which I also explained in my last videos. And you should go with the suggestion part in different structures which I also have uploaded. If you make your speaking more imperative, if you want to get the 7+8+ band score, in these tricks may be more beneficial, because these tricks I have experimented on my candidates who have gotten the 7+ and the 6+ band score after the 4.5 band score which they have taken in their previous exams before coming to me, and before meeting to me, and before taking my coaching classes. So hope करदी हैं properly समझ आया होगा. If anyone have any kind of doubt, please visit to the Sky Dream so that I can complete your dreams. Thank you so much.